Hi everyone, hope you all are good. So we're going to start with grade 10 maths. So you can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 10 and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter factoring, and the lessons we're going to cover today are factor out a monomial, factor quadratics with other leading coefficients, quadratics with leading coefficient, and factor quadratics special cases. So let's just start with the lesson. You can find the chapter factoring on grade 9 maths aplusstudents.com. Got it? Okay, here I'm on the chapter factoring, and let's just start with the lesson, that is factor out a monomial. So let's just start with the next lesson. Okay, the next one is 2b cube minus 2b cube minus 5b square. So here you have the coefficients 2 and 5. You cannot take anything common from here. Now just look at the exponents of the b. Here you have b cube and here you have b square. So as I told you earlier, you can take common the smaller uh, power. Like 2 is smaller, you can take out the 2 common. You have 2 b square outside, you're left with just b here. And here you have b square is outside, you're left with just 5. So it would be 2b minus 5. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, 7q cube plus 6q square. Okay, the same thing, you can take the smaller exponent common. So you can take q square outside. So here you have 3 q's, you're left with 2 are outside, you are left with just 1. And here you have 2q and all the 2q are outside the bracket. So you are left with 7q plus 6. Got it? It would be q square equal 7q plus 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is 2b cube plus 8b square. It will be 2b cube plus 8b square. So here you have 2 and 8. You can take also 2 common. Got it? Because 2 is the common factor for 2 and 8, and also you can take the smaller exponent outside. So you are left with 2 times 1 is 2. You are left with just 1 and only 1b, because you have 3b here. 2b are already outside. So you are left with 2 times 4 is 8. So it would be 2b square and b plus 4. So the correct option is 2b square and b plus 4. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is 2g square plus 4g. Okay, so it would be 2g square plus 4g. So you can take the smaller power common. Here you have g1. Just take out common g, and also you can take common 2. So you are left with g plus 2 times 2 is 4. So it would be g plus 2. The correct option is 2g times g plus 2. So the correct option is 2g times g plus 2. It would be option number 1. Okay, 3u cube plus 6u square. So which is the correct option? So you can take common 3u square. Yes, that would be 3u square and u plus 2. That would be option number 2. You can take 2 common, so you are left with 2 times 3h minus 4. So option number 2 is the correct option. So the correct option is option number 1, 3k square times k minus 2. Okay, so which is the correct option? It would be option number 1, 3g square times 3g minus 2. That is option number 1. Okay, the next one is 3x square minus 6x square. So which is the correct option? It would be 3x square times x minus 2. Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. And the next lesson is factor quadratics with other leading coefficients. So let's just start with the lesson. So you have 2g square plus 9g plus 4. Okay, so you have 2g square plus 9g plus 4. So let's just multiply the coefficient of g square and this one. 4 times 2 is 8. And here you have 9. You need to find two numbers that when you multiply them they makes 8, and when you add or subtract them they makes 9. So what are the two numbers? So you have to factor out, you have to think of the two numbers that when you multiply them they makes 8 and when you add them they makes 9. So it would be 8 times 1. Got it? 8 times 1 is 8 and when you add 8 plus 1 equals 9. So let's just factor out. Basically you have to break down the 9 as 8 plus 1. It would be 8g plus 1g plus 4. When you add them they again make 9g. Got it? So just make, you can take common 2g here, you are left with g plus 4. Take common 1 and you are left with g plus 4. Got it? See, you have g plus 4 and g plus 4 are common factor. So here you have g plus 4 and the other one is 2g plus 1. So the correct option is g plus 4 and 2g plus 1. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, the factor, you need to factor out 3d square and plus 10d plus 7. You have 3d square 3d square plus 10d plus 7. Just multiply the coefficients. Got it? 7 times 3. 7 times 3 is 21. You have to look for the number, two numbers that when multiplied makes 10 and then when added or subtracted makes 10. So what are the two numbers? Okay, so 7 times 3 is 21. So that means you need to break down 10. So you can break down as 3d plus 7d plus 7. So we can take common here from 3d and you are left with d plus 1. And you are going to take common 7 and you are left with d plus 1. Got it? Okay, so d plus 1 and d plus 1 is a common factor. And you are left with d plus 1 and 3d plus 7 is the correct option. Got it? It would be d plus 1 and 3d plus 7. The next one is 3d square plus 10z plus z, 3. So you need to multiply the factors of 3 and 3. It would be 3d square plus 3z plus 3. So you need to do 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. It would be then 3 times 3 is 9. You need to factor out like when you multiply them they makes 9 and when you add they makes 10. So it would be 10 times 1. 9 plus 1 it would be 9z plus 1z plus 3. So you can take common 3z from here. You are left with z plus 3 and you are take common 1 here, you are left with z plus 3. So it would be z plus 3 and 3z plus 1. Got it? would be z plus 3 and 3z plus 1. Okay, the next one is 2z square plus 7z plus 5. Okay, let's just multiply the coefficients of z square and 5. So it would be 5 times 2. 5 times 2 makes 10. So you need to make 10 when multiplied makes 10 and when added makes 7. So it would be 2z plus 5z. So from here you can take common 2. It would be 2z. You are left with z plus 1. And from here you can take common 5 and you are left with z plus 1. So you can take common z plus 1 and the other factor is 2z plus 5. So it would be z plus 1 and 2z plus 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. It would be 2z plus 5 and z plus 1. Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. And the next lesson is factor quadratics with leading coefficient. So p square plus 6p plus 8. Let's just start with the first one. P square plus 6p plus 8. So here you have the coefficient of the p square is 1. You don't need to multiply. Basically 8 times 1 is 8. You need to break out that 6p as, you need to find this, you need to break out that 6p as if you multiply the two factors they makes 8 and if you add or subtract they make 6. So which two factors when multiplied makes 8 and when added makes 6? It would be 4 and 2. 4 times 2 makes 8 and when added they make 6. So it would be p square plus 4p plus 2p plus 8. So from here we are going to take common p and we are left with p plus 4. And from here you can take common and you are left with p plus 4. So here is a common factor p plus 4 and we are left with p plus 2. So the factors are p plus 4 and p plus 2. Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, then first one is z square plus 10z plus 21. Okay, here you have 21. You need to find two factors that when multiplied makes 21 and when added or subtracted makes 10. So which is the correct option? What are the two numbers when multiplied makes 21 and when added makes 10? It would be 7 times 3. 7 times 3 makes 21 and when added makes 10. Got it? So it would be z square plus 7z plus 3z plus 21. So here you have z common, you are left with z plus 7. Here you have 3 common and you are left with z plus 7. So z plus 7 and z plus 7 is a common factor and you are left with z plus 3. Got it? So the correct option is z plus 7 and z plus 3. Also, if you have the factors written, you can take here, you can see 7 plus 3 makes 10 and 7 times 3 makes 21. So option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? If you have the fact options, then you can find from the options like this. Let's just do like this one. Here you have 8. So you need to find two factors that when multiplied makes 15 and when added makes 8. Got it? Let's check this one. 11 plus 1. No, 11 plus 1 makes 12. Got it? You can see this one, 5 plus 3. Yes, 5 plus 3 makes 8, and when multiplied, 5 plus 3 makes 15. Got it? That means the second option is the correct one. Got it? It would be j plus 3 and j plus 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. This is an easier way. Like if you have options given, you can select answer from the options like this. Got it? Z square plus 6z plus 8. You need to find two factors that when multiplied makes 8 and that when added makes 6. So which is the correct option? That is option number 2. 4 plus 2 makes 6 and 4 times 2 makes 8. Got it? X square plus 4x plus 3. So which is the correct option? 3 times 1 is 3 and 3 plus 1 is 4. Got it? You can see here 3 and 1. 3 plus 1 makes 4. And when you multiply 3 times 1 makes 3. So it would be the second one. Okay, the next one is j square plus 11j plus 18. So which is the correct option? Look at the option number 1. Here you have 9 and here you have 2. 9 plus 2 makes 11, and when you multiply them, 9 times 2 makes 18. So option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is h square plus 10h plus 9. So which is the correct option? That is option number 1. 9 plus 1 is 10 and 9 times 1 is 9. Okay, the next one is t square plus 6t plus 5. So which is the correct option? It would be 5, and 5 times 1 makes 5 and 5 plus 1 makes 6. So that would be option number 2, t plus 1, and t plus 5 is the correct option. Okay, j square plus 5j plus 6, which is the correct option? Yes, it would be 3 plus 2 makes 5 and 3 times 2 makes 6. So option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is f square plus 3f plus 2. So which is the correct option? It would be option number 1. F plus 1 and f plus 2 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is g square plus 8g plus 7. So which is the correct option? It would be option number 1, g plus 1 and g plus 7. Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. Okay, the next one is factor quadratic special cases. Okay, the first one is 9j square minus 4. So basically they are the complete squares. You have to complete them by using the, let's start with the first one, 9j square minus 4. Here you have 9j square. This is the square of 3j. Here you have 2 and this is the square of 4. This is the square of 2. Whenever you have something like this, a square minus b square, like both the terms are the difference of the squares, you can write them as a plus b. In the factored form, you can write them as a plus b times a minus b. So here you can write them as 3j minus 2 and 3j plus 2. Got it? Because if both the terms are square, so you can write them as a minus b and a plus b. It would be 3j minus 2 and 3j plus 2. Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, 9j square minus 4. That's the one we just did. 9j, 9 is the square of 3 and 4 is the square of 2. Got it? So it would be 3j square and minus 2 square. So you can write them as 3j minus 2 and 3j plus 2. Got it? That would be the second option. Okay, the next one is 25r square plus 30r and plus 9. Let me just write it down on board. 25r square Okay, let me just write it. 25r square plus 30r plus 9. Okay, just look at the 25r square. It is the square of 5r. Here you have 9. 9 is the square of 3. Got it? And you just look at the 30. It would be 2 times 5r times 3. So that means this is the square of 5r plus 3 whole square. Got it? So it would be 5r plus 3 whole square. option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is 16p square minus 1. So 16 is the square of 4 and 1 is the square of 1. Got it? So both of the terms are squared. So you can write them as 4p minus 1 and 4p plus 1. That would be option number 1. Okay, the next one is 4w square plus 12w plus 9. Let me just do it on board. 4w square plus 12w plus 9. So 4w square is the square of 2w and 9 is the square of 3. And here you have 2 times 2w times 3. Got it? So that means this one is the square of 2w plus 3 whole square. When you have something like this, a square plus 2ab plus b square, it would be then square of 2w plus 3. So it would be 2w plus 3 whole square. The correct option is option number 1. Okay, we are done with the test. So we're working on grade 10 maths. The chapter we're working on is factoring, and the lessons we have completed today are factor out a monomial, factor quadratics with other leading coefficients, quadratics with leading coefficients, and factor quadratics special cases. So please make sure before the next session you have you can before the next session you have to complete all the test questions for the lessons we did today. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. So if you have any question related to any lesson, you can ask. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So please ask question. Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.